Hi everybody, welcome to today's video on writing for emotional well-being. And there are two main ways that writing can help you to deal with your emotional life in a healthier way. The first is to help you confront those emotions head on. And the second way writing can help you is that it can enable you to change your emotional state. So if you look at that first point, how writing can help you to confront your emotions. Sometimes when we're stuck in a very negative cycle, it's like those emotions are blocking up our system the way something might block up a pipe. And writing is a fantastic way to clear that block away. We quite often want to run away from our emotions, we want to bury them. But when the point comes that you're ready to try and release them in a healthy way, then it can be really powerful to just write stream of consciousness everything that you're feeling. And we talked about this in the last video on writing for mental well-being. But it's a really powerful tool for your emotional well-being as well. So when you're feeling really low, if you're feeling at a loss, if you're feeling fear, it can be really powerful just to write that all out of your system. And in that way, you're releasing a bit of it, you're letting a bit of it go. The other way it can help you to deal with these feelings is if you write about the feeling head on. And again, there's a couple of different ways you can do that. When you're writing about the feeling, you can detach yourself from your own life, from your own experiences. You don't have to write about what you're experiencing, but take the emotion itself, whether it's sadness or fear or disappointment, and literally write about that abstract emotion. So if we take sadness, you can use the 5 senses to write about sadness. What does sadness look like, feel like, taste like, smell like? And just get that little bit of distance from the emotion as you write about it. And then you can add some fun things to the end of that. What does sadness dance like? If sadness was an animal, what animal would it be and why? And that starts to lighten your mood as well when you start to see it in a different way. The other way you can deal with it head on is to fictionalize it. So if you wanted to deal with sadness, create a character in a situation where they're feeling this sadness, and then you're dealing with it vicariously through this other person that you've created. And we're all as writers doing that, whether we know that consciously or not, all the time. And we're all as readers doing that, living vicariously through the person we're reading about and dealing with our emotions through that. So that can be a really lovely way to look at something from a different perspective, literally from somebody else's perspective, another person you've created. Writing can also be a brilliant tool for helping you to change your emotional state. So for example, if you're feeling that sadness, you can choose to write about the opposite. You can choose to write about happiness and joy. So again, you can create a fictional situation where your person is feeling that joy. Or you can go back to a moment in your own life where you're feeling the joy and the happiness and write about that instead. And through that writing, you'll find yourself feeling a lot happier. You can also use writing to take your power back. You can choose how you want to feel and then write about that feeling. So if you want to feel strong, or you want to feel confident, you want to feel resilient, then you make a choice to write about that feeling. Write about that strength, write about that confidence. Again, you can imagine yourself in that situation where you're feeling confident and strong. Or you can create a fictional person and write about them feeling confident and strong. But the very act of putting yourself in that situation, in your imagination where you're feeling this other emotion, will help you to change your emotional state when you're writing about it. And I love that because it is such a powerful way to take the power back in your own life. And of course, the beautiful prompts we used to inspire ourselves as writers can also help us to feel better emotionally. So you might choose to listen to a beautiful piece of music. You might look at some beautiful images. You might pick out some lovely inspirational quotes and use those as a starting point for your writing. And all those are changing your state as well. And of course, the very act of writing itself, of stopping and being still, of being present, of letting your imagination flow somewhere else, is a beautiful gift to yourself and your emotional health in itself, in the very act of writing. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and the next video will be on writing through difficult times. So until then, take care.